Hello, Sim friends, and we have a new batch of architect homes. Meet Eliana. She is our realtor on this tour, and she will be showing her client Allison around.
Hi, Allison. So what home are you needing? Well, actually, it's a home for my friend Melissa. She is wanting a simple home to do a remodel. Okay, then let's start this tour of homes. And we actually have 13 options. So here is house number 1, and it is a simple house. It is a 2-story. But when you enter in, Allison, you're going to see that it's just kind of weird upstairs. But in this house, it is quite simple. You have some chalet items, some urban event items, and you have some spa items, and then the closet items and laundry items. So it depends on what your needs are. Here is house number 2. It is a 2-story home. And when you enter in, you have a nice porch, but it's quite empty. If your friend is needing inventory, we have the urban items, the garage items, the villa items, and also we have the water cooler. And upstairs you will find an outdoor bar and then also some French event items. So again, Allison, it depends on what your friend needs, but this house is actually fairly simple. And here is house 3. Again, we have it quite simple, but if your friend saw any architect homes in the past, you will see that this is a repeat. But for inventory items, if your friend does need an inventory, we have the chalet items in here, some French event items, and we have some of the gray stools there, and we have the king-size bed. Here is house number 4. This really isn't a simple home, so your friend may not like this, but if your friend does like inventory, we have some closet event items, some urban items, a lot of older items if your friend likes that, and then those spa items and the laundry event items. And also, as you can see, we do have a large outdoor area with the outdoor lounge, and we have the teen or the pre-teen party items in here, and we do have a hot tub and some empty rooms and some exercise bikes. So this house isn't very simple, and the layout she may not like. Here is house 5, and this house is not quite simple, but it does have an interesting shape, so let's just see. When you go inside, you are going to see that we have those fountains there, and those were available a long time ago that are not available anymore. And then you go in and you see some Cafe Grande event items, the red stool, and there are some chalet items in here. And some closet items and some spa items as well. We have the homestead doors. For house number 6, this is not a simple house by any means, if that's what your friend likes, but when you go inside the house, you're going to find that it does have a lot of older items, and the layout doesn't really make a lot of sense, but in this home, you will find the family furnishings, event items in here, the villa items. The layout, it's not that good. For the 7th house, it is more simple than the other ones that we saw, but when you do go inside, if your friend is in need of inventory, we have some spa items, we have some French event items, some chalet items, and the black piano, and some garage items, homestead items, those urban stools. You have a king-size bed up here, and You do have the chalet items, I think I mentioned that, and some closets, a very big closet. But if your friend is not into that, she may not like this. You go up the stairs and you have a nice outdoor area, and you have the villa doors and the exercise bike and then that lounge chair. And then for house number 8, you're going to find that this is not quite as simple, but let's show you anyway. You have a little tiny basement, and then you have some, if your friend is in need of these items, you have included a fountain and the rugs. You have some laundry event items, some chalet and some villa and some French event and urban. In terms of layout, this is not a simple house, but in terms of inventory, it's okay. And then for house number 9, we have quite a doozy here, but why not look? Upstairs, you're going to find that there's a Zen garden that is not available in the game anymore. And down in the basement, you just have some older items in here. Go upstairs, you have the romantic beds, some French event items, and the stairways are also included, and the party house items. And we also have some French event items. And we have some villa items, some games, and another stairway. Some spa items. So this house in layout is not simple, but it has some inventory in here. And then for house number 10, this for layout is not a good home, but when you go in, you're going to find that there are some new garage items that were available for cash only. And then you are going to find some family furnishing event items and some chalet items, French items, and also that fountain in the front. And there's an urban bed here. But this house is quite empty, and also you have a Christmas couch. So this house is in dire need of help, but this would be quite a project to undertake. And for house number 11, but this isn't a family home at all. It's like a public place. Yes, I'm quite aware of that, but it's on our tour. The shape is interesting, but you're going to find a lot of the downtown event items, some games, the teen instruments, and then when you go upstairs, you're going to find some empty rooms, some French event items, and also that fountain that is not available in the game anymore. And you have some villa items, and the globe and that clock. This is not really a home. It seems like a dorm, but who knows these days? It's just architect homes, and we never know here in SIMTOWN. Here is house number 12. Oh my, just no. This isn't simple at all. I don't like it. Well, let's have a look inside. You never know. So when you go inside, you have a very creepy basement that has a line of stoves in there, but there's no way to get down there. And you do have some chalet items, and you have some urban items in here, that gray couch, some laundry event items, homestead items. Then when you go upstairs, you're going to find some closet items, another fountain, some villa items. You will have those bookshelves, another fountain, and then some more chalet items, and then a black piano, and also those white and green couches. Oh, and you have exercise bikes and spa items. So this house is not simple by any means, and the layout sucks, but it's got some inventory. And here's the last house. Oh, thank God. This is quite the interesting house. You are going to find that the outside looks nice, but when you go inside, you are going to see a mixture of different items, some from the home theater, a bunch of chalet items, some games, and some laundry event items, some garage items, and some family and furnishings event items. And you also have the exercise bikes and the water cooler and a wedding bar. And then the outdoor lounge. You're going to find a mixture of items. So I don't think your friend would like the layout. I know you don't. Oh, damn right I don't. But you're going to see that this house does have some inventory for anybody you know who needs some inventory. This may be a good house to buy. So overall, these houses are too expensive for what you're getting. There are only a few that offer good inventory. Which home would your friend like? Well, they all suck. But I think in terms for a remodel, I think that Melissa will like house 1. I do agree house 1 is the most simple out of all of them.